Good morning, Solid Steppers. It's Miss Ward coming to you from early morning, South Florida. Headed up to my first job this morning up in Jupiter. Should be pretty simple. Customer has a dryer that won't spin, so more than likely we're looking at a simple belt intentional situation. Looking forward to that. Then after that, I got a KitchenAid that's not cooling properly. After that, I got an LG with some issues with some lights and not dispensing water and ice. It's gonna be an interesting day. That's the morning. Afternoon, I got a couple of ovens. Just trying to get on top of my time management. I hope everybody's getting off to a great week. Remember, stay focused and plan. You don't have to be perfect. The plans don't have to be perfect, but you got to have some structure. Also, I want to give everybody a heads up because I'm feeling some kind of way right now about these prices on these belts. I was doing research this morning in reference to these dry belts, and I'm sitting here looking at dang Lowe's got every belt I need for like $7. I'm like, what? Lowe's, keep them in stock. So that's a tidbit for you guys that's out here in a pinch. You can always, Lowe's open up at 6 in the morning. You can always grab some belts, whatever you need, if you're in a pinch or on the weekend. You know how it go. The key to being successful in appliance repair is one-stop completion and technical expertise. If you got your tech game on and you can show up with parts in hand, you are a win-win. The customer's happy, you're happy, you don't have to go back, and that's the name of the game, period. Those of you guys, the other name of the game is if you go in and do a diagnostic, you need to make sure you get your diagnostic fee, and if the customer wants to move forward with the work, get that 50% deposit. There's structure, there are levels to this, and you need to be prepared when you show up. Show up with your invoices, show up with your estimates. If you have, that's what I do, because the whole thing comes to time management, and when you got your time management on, you can do what you want to do. The other thing is, a lot of people have an issue with parts. We're blessed in South Florida because we have, well, where I am, I know that because I have 3 Marcones in my coverage area. Then I have Reliable Parts. I have ASAP Parts. I have, what's my boy? Freddy's Appliance Parts down in Miramar. We got, and not to mention, the one-offs with Johnston Supply, Johnstone, I think that's what it's called. Oh goodness, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm forgetting these guys, but it's a couple of refrigeration warehouses. I mean, the key is you should have access. If you do the research, you can find anything you need. And when you get into the business, you gotta know where to get stuff. You cannot be stuck. Like, all my parts have been ordered. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get them picked up. I have the option of using a courier service, which is traditionally what I do, but I haven't been really happy with their performance lately. And the other thing is I have the option of, Uber. A lot of the spots allow Uber drivers to pick up your stuff, which really helps. If I'm on a job, instead of calling a courier and paying a certain fee, I can call Uber. They'll grab the parts and bring them right to me. This is crazy. I'm like, whoa, loving it. But with that said, you got to stay structured. You got to stay disciplined. You got to keep a plan, especially those of you guys who are starting up with what I call a lean startup, meaning that, you're on a shoestring budget. If you're on a shoestring budget, I'm going to tell you right now, just fix dryers. If you want to get in the game, don't even touch washers. Just do dryers. If you focus on dryers and excel at dryers, you can make a good living. People like, that's stupid. No, it ain't. Believe me, you can scale that. You get a website. You can scale that dry thing to the nth degree. I'm trying to tell you. iFixDryers.com. You can scale that. And then you have no headaches. Dryers are some of the simplest, and at the end of the day, usually when you go in the house, it's one thing or the other. It's the dryer or the washing machine. Let me tell you, ask any tech, they'll take the dryer over the washing machine any day, because they know they're going to get in and get the hell out, period, dot in. I really need to get from behind this Lexus. I appreciate the fact that you like driving the speed limit or beneath it. This chick is really driving 55. I'm not hating because you saving lives. But right now, I got about Jupiter, I got about 50 miles to go. And I'm actually showing up an hour early because I'm trying to make sure that I'm ahead of all my jobs today. People like an hour early, yeah. I have no choice. I have no choice. Because today is one of those days where I got a lot going on and I cannot misstep. So whatever competitive edge I can have is what I'm going to take. And one thing I can control is time, the time I arrive. Very few customers have a problem with you arriving early. Trust me. Most of them in shock. That's okay though. Points for us. So, with that said, people, I want everybody to have a phenomenal day. If you've learned anything from any of my videos or I've helped you in any way, brothers and sisters, hit the like and share button. And don't forget to subscribe. Miss Ward, shout out to all my solid steppers who've been with me from the jump. You know I love you. Better get out here and represent. I know y'all taking notes because you guys are successful. I want you to learn from my triumphs and my failures. Transparent as hell all day. Be blessed. I'll talk to you guys later.